Hello and welcome to Pacific Drive. We've moved on a little bit in the campaign. We're kind of approaching the midway point of the game now. And we've kind of upgraded the hell out of our car at this point. I'm even half tempted to maybe, instead of putting the harder thing here, I'm half tempted to put like a racing stripe going along the top. I might try, let's see. I can always put the other decal back on. Decal stamp numbers, white stripes, retro stripes, flames, black stripes. Yeah, let's try these. Yeah. That actually kind of suits it. I like it. We'll go with that. Right. We also have a hammer that's about to break. We've got this. No man, you don't get it. It's not that I can't sleep. It's that since coming here, I don't need to sleep. I haven't felt tired in 6 years. Okay. Yeah, that could be a problem. I've also looked up what this does. So I've looked up a couple of things that I've been curious on while I've been in between episodes. This, now, actually what I've got in this side, it's, because I'm still used to English cars. Right. Now we're looking for the passenger seat. That's normally the passenger seat. But yes, the arc dock. So the clue is a little bit in the name, but it's arc. We've got an arc device. This is an arc dock. But I mean, just because that's an arc device doesn't mean that this is necessarily attached to it. I was honestly expecting me to have like, oh yes, here's my other arc device. I call it the arc dock, and she'd tell me to put it up somewhere here, and I don't know, expecting to maybe have like upgrades for my character that make me like allow me to upgrade my health or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I was really expecting with it. Or even expecting me to maybe put it up in the ceiling and it like heal my car or something by zapping it on the way in. But no, it goes there. So what does it do, I hear you ask? Well, if we're in a bind, what we can do is go here and attach the arc dock. This enhanced version of the arc device is able to administer rudimentary pain relief and first aid to the occupant of the driver's seat. The energy this requires will put a substantial drain on the battery. You still remain unsure if this device is a work of genius, or is extremely illegal, stolen technology, or is some... Does it even let me scroll down there? No, just, or is some ... I can't scroll down on that. Anyway, we have the arc dock there. So if we press X, yeah, and we just hold X down, ooh, yeah, we're getting healed. It looks like the matter regenerator over there, doesn't it? In fact, let's just have a look actually on the battery drain. Oh yeah, that. That's pretty draining. Right. two things there. One, we need to do that. So we've got that. We can keep that in mind then. But also, battery is low. Right, rear right door opens. Correct diagnosis. Electrician's kit. Da, da, da. And ready. Whoa! Wibble, 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 wibble. Okay. Let's get a hint on this. Car. Dashboard. Ah. We've got car and dashboard and dome light. I don't think we even have a dome light. Do we? Right. So, anyway, we're getting somewhere. It gives us something to use our stable energy on, because we're going to keep getting it, since looking at the way we have to travel here. And I think we're probably going to go E6 into here, to see if we can... Because we're basically exploring this now. We don't have to go there right away. We can wait for this to stabilise. Maybe wait for that to stabilise, then see if we can move through here. We might even be able to... These might link. But mostly we just want to explore this new area. Find what new things it has. The old area isn't really that good to us anymore. We don't really need to explore it. So we may wish to just drive straight through. Stop for a bit of energy because we can use it in the... diagnoser machine there, and we'll see how we get on with that. Right, this one's especially eruptive. This one's gonna shoot us up into the air a lot. Okay, let's roll. Oh, after all that, I pressed the wrong button there. I nearly forget. Lovely. Did that even give me anything? Was that a one that was made prior or something? By the dumpster or something? Must have been. Whatever. I think I might know another. Don't like headlight. Wood. No, okay, maybe not. It's probably just something I've only just noticed. Because I was thinking, because there was something about lights, and I'm like, well, when we turn that, it flickers. You know, when we turn the ignition, but maybe it's just something it does all the time, that. I don't know. Right. Let's head out. Right, we'll get to the mid-zone. We're looking for some unstable energy when we get there. In the meantime, we can just coast. Right. So yeah, we'll simply... Wrong button. Oh, god damn it. Ooh. Even just touching that. A bit out of the way. Looking at the map as well, looks like there's mountains between me and them. We might just drive straight through.
Hey driver, sorry about all that mess with Oppie. There's no question, Oppie is a once-in-a-generation genius. I've watched her manipulate wavelengths with nanometer precision without batting an eye. So, yeah, to see her go from being the sharpest person in the room to what she is now is disappointing. This place, it leeches away your sanity day by day. So for Oppie to live here in complete isolation, locked away with only bad memories and expired medication, nothing good comes of that.
I'd feel a hell of a lot better if I knew why she suddenly cares so much about the remnants.
Well, all mysteries that we'll probably figure out. I wonder what caused our battery to suddenly drain though. We've only got half. That might be to do with one of the quirks. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Right. Should be the next right we need. I mean, the thing is, I know we used the auto dock, but Christ alive, it shouldn't be draining that much from using that.
Speaking of Oppie, you're not gonna like this, Francis, but I'm starting to think we can't do this alone. Look, it's not that I doubt our abilities, but no one knows the zone like that old bat.
You heard what she said. She'll sabotage this remnant before helping us.
Right. Well, she'll come around to our charms.
No, she won't. Nothing in the 13 years we spent in R&D proved that she's open to working with anyone.
She dug her heels in so deep that she wrestled everyone down into the grave with her. I can't be involved if she is.
Right.
What are you talking about? This is the entire reason we stayed behind, to write the record of the zone. Not about the experiments and the technology, but to tell the legends of the land.
I don't want anything to do with her. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want her advice. I don't want to hear her goddamn voice.
This isn't like you. What's going on, Francis? Is there something I should know?
No.
All your work in limb R&D, all the time you spent, your entire career, your entire life. You sacrificed it all for Ada, and how did they thank you? A black hole in your resume, where you can't tell anyone what you did. You couldn't even tell people where you wiped your ass for 10 years. So no, I'm not letting this go. Not for me, but especially not for you.
That's not... Never mind.
You know, sometimes I wonder, how much of you staying here was actually to hunt these legends? Or if it was because you had nowhere else to go?
Yeah, looking at the map, going across that way, it's basically a sheer cliff. So we could run over and get the energy, but we might as well... I mean, that might as well be at the other side of the map. We'd have to go around, really, if we wanted to bring the car to it. We could try running up there, but Yeah, we've tried running through the forest without a map. It's not a great idea, especially in fog where you're likely to, yeah, and anything with low visibility. We probably don't want to do that. So we're just going to coast through here, like it never happened, and we'll leave. Need to be careful. Do these. Right. How are we looking? Oh, that does appear to have attached me. Did that knock it off, or? I hope it did. Should have. I think it did, you know. So I think if we use that ability, it just knocks the bunnies off. That's annoyed us. That's an abduction as well, isn't it? Don't they normally quite easily get us? Why was that one so slow, I wonder? Right. Doesn't matter. We're just about out of here. A quick in and out through this area, which is what we want. We should only stop for stuff around here now if there's a particularly big ticket item or something's very close to the road. Like earlier, I don't mind, you know, stopping for the petrol station by the side of the road, you know, just like, okay. They sometimes have some decent stuff. Sometimes there's a friendly dumpster or something. You can get a few bits and bobs. Refill your tank. Don't mind it, but but what we're really wanting is to get into that get into that mid zone. That's what we're really after, yeah, and that's what we're gonna get. I have to look up what these dead ends are about as well. Because when it says do not enter, does it mean I will have to just quit out? Or does it mean I can find an anchor exit and I'll just have to leave via that? It's unsure. No, it's unclear, and I'm unsure. If it's a case of you lose the car guaranteed, and there's no point going to them, which God knows why they would do that. Seems like a bizarre thing to do, but if there were to, yeah, I'd be kind of screwed with that, wouldn't I? Now, a few interesting things that have been... So I mentioned I've looked some things up, including the art dock. The other thing I looked up, I'm wondering where some of the materials come from. And I found that some of them... Do we need the lights? Yeah, we kind of do. I don't think it'll work with these, but I'm curious to see if I can smash these open. I got this idea the other day. Let's try a fully charged hit. One more, get really in there. No. We can still hoover these up. Oh, we can actually take these panels off then. On this. Looks like they don't tend to have anything in the back though. Worth grabbing, but yeah, there's no recommended tool for these. Climate larger constant, swings impossible to predict, rainstorms spontaneous. I'm not sure what. Glowing spheres are being changed in colour again. They now appear a shade of orange or burnt sienna. With no static colour yet, I wonder if this signals some state of maturity. When it comes to some guarding those strange nests of frog spawn. I shouldn't say guarding because it implies intelligence. They're often nearby. Ah! So they mark nests for these. Okay. So reading that, basically they appear nearby to those. So let's just hang on. Right, if we follow this road, there's a massive energy reading up there. We could go cut across here, round there, and go over and grab this. That could be an idea. There's some things right along the road, along the way, and we can make some stops. Oh, this is bad. Right. We definitely got a flat then. Sealing kit will be required. Right. Let's explore. We've got a radio. We've got not a lot else. But there's only a small hut. Danger. We've got some radiation in the area. There's seat tin. Right. Sealing kit. Duct tape, rubber, glass shards. It's easy enough to get those. Thankfully nowadays we're not affected much by radiation anymore. We resist a lot of it. We want to watch our battery levels as well going through here. So they're getting a little bit low. Well, that said, it was easy to say that, but I do actually want to find the car when I come out. And not just be stumbling in the dark, looking at the little arrow at the top of the map. Well, at the top left of the screen. Ah, impact hammer there. Okay. So even the buildings are a bit more substantial here. Unless this is just a one-off. I was going to say, mind you, that previous little hut, though it was a one-room hut, didn't have a massive amount in. Yeah. That might be enough for the ceiling kit that we need. The right light is flickering. Maybe the... Have we got a... We need more rubber. We need to scrap a tyre or something. But yeah, the right light's flickering. That's a car we can scrap. A lot more eerie noises here, I'll admit that much. So I think something might be draining the battery. I think that and I think that the lights are flickering. Those are my guesses. And remember, we have to open these properly or we risk destroying the contents. Which I suppose doesn't really matter overly too much here. But later on, if we're making some really, you know, opening some rather important things, it may matter. Lovely. I think it's the frog noises that make me more worried about anything more than hoped. Because it's an animal. That's what does it. The frog noises get me because it's an actual animal. And you're thinking, now, given how alien this place is, what are the odds of there being giant mega frogs that can lash you with a tongue like a whip? I'd say that it's a possibility. Lots of other weird and wonderful stuff here. So the odds of killer frogs, not out of the question. There's a lot of radiation here, isn't there? Be quick, I'm not here to grab absolutely everything. Yeah, there doesn't look to be much. Now, the energy in question is to our left and downhill. It's not a massively steep hill, but we're probably better off going around the other side than just walking up to it. It also helps that the other side is a lot closer to it. So follow the road around. Approach from that side. And yeah, if we see anything unusual, we should go and take a look. He says. I'm wondering what the hell that is. Battery is at 50. None of like the weird trees can be harvested here, can there? That's another good question. Now what are you? Thermal vacuum, neon ring. Swamp coral. Kiwi growing. I think I might understand. So it kind of hides but then comes out as you go away. I think. It's a little bit left. Yeah, it recommends a thermal vac. Probably because it's more powerful. That's probably enough. We've got a bunch. We've got like 60 odd of the stuff. I keep seeing like a little... looks like a firefly or something poking out. Yeah. There. I'm kind of wondering if that's something, but I think it might just be a little... I think it might just be a firefly actually. 50 is down to 47. It's not overly expensive to just leave the lights on, but we do have to keep in mind there is a pretty big power drain. This weird tree something? Does that energy mean? Does that mean that? Don't know, but we are taking damage. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's anything special, just like a weird tree. You never know though. Not in here. Not in this place. Right, there should be on our left somewhere. Yeah, you can see it over there. All the way over there. There, Neil. Odd. Grab those. The flickering red lights on the ground are apparently not an anomaly either. But yeah, we're approaching this energy reading. So we want to get nice and close to make our getaway a bit faster. Yeah, we can probably expect some weirdness to occur. Because it's one thing when you pull out a stable anchor, but an unstable one. Keep in mind there is now a vent in front of the car. We'll want to avoid that. In fact, what would be nice is if we could follow this road around and make good on our escape. Looks like we won't be able to go past the harder research facility thing up here, because it looks like it might be on the it might be above. It looks like we're going underground through this tunnel. I thought that just meant it were a dirt road, I'll be honest. So I've misread the map a bit there. I thought it were a dirt road. It isn't. This is a tunnel. So anyway, we can basically then follow this road. And we should come out basically at the next energy reading. And we can start planning our escape from there. Ooh, hello. You are worth scrapping, aren't you? Oh, I thought it was Squire. Well, I'm out. Okay. Sorry, we'll scrap it all. Yeah, it's weird when stuff happens to the car. Isn't it? How you feel like there's a poltergeist around. You know, the lights are flickering, it moves up and down a bit, you can hear noises in the distance. We have outstayed our welcome. Loving the larger storm. Not liking the lightning storm. Right. Minimum distance. We can make that. We can go to this, turn back and make it. Or even drive down this way, but we'd have to go off the road. We could drive off road a bit to here, then go down, but we'd be going through the water. I'd rather not. The storm is beginning to encroach. I think that was an anomaly on the bridge there, but we didn't have time to stop. If we grab this, I would guess that we are almost certain. Yep. We're basically going to summon the storm if we grab this. Yep, that's why I've got that armoured bumper. Go. This is why we're here. Grab it. Yeah, that light has... I think when we went over something then and we got the bump, it was like pooped up into the air. I think it's ripped a headlight out. Okay, we can either pull back and go to there, or just go there. We don't have a lot of time, though that said, yeah, we shouldn't drive backwards either. What gets me is that this isn't an actual, like, anomaly storm thing that comes up on the map. Ow. Well, we got a trophy for that, at least. We should be able to turn around soon. Maybe I should have gone for this one instead. A little bit more. We're good. Go. Oh, that's closing in quick. Yeah, that storm is not kidding me. We can just use this to launch it. Get even closer to it even quicker. But yeah, it's gonna bloody well hurt the car. Try to go somewhat stably down the hill. Yeah, this is really messing up the side panels. It looks like we'll be out in a second. Something is messing with the car there. I saw something come down. Front right panel is missing. .1 unstable energy. That's pretty good.
You seen these readings, Francis? Gateway opens like blah 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 blah. The car goes pow. Sensors go. Blah, 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 blah. The Schiller's field. Oh, it's my favorite part.
I'm liking these two. I'm guessing we'll probably have Oppie back for the last bit. Right. We can probably look at our spoils in a second. What have we got in here as well? A crude bumper. Right. Probably something we're not overly fussed about. What time are we on recording wise? 45 minutes. We've probably not got enough time to quickly repair. So, I'm going to call it there. Though we'll have a look at our faxes. Milk never curdles in the zone. 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 Everything just goes on forever, apparently. Right. Okay. It would look like, yeah, something was definitely stealing components there. So we shouldn't get too attached to our car parts, because they literally can become detached and just, yeah, spirited away. In a very literal sense. It'll pay to keep some spares about. Right. We'll also need to plan our next route as well. That's now sealed off, but it looks like it's opened a lot up for us. This highway could be a big deal. It also looks like this doesn't in any way attach over to this. So we could go to here and see if that will attach to this, and then we might have two routes over to here. At which point this might all become open again. Right. In fact, this might lead directly to it. Yeah, from the looks of things. So, assuming that, and that's another thing as well. Can we get a junction restabilizer thing? I believe that's something we can get, isn't it? We'll have a quick look at the stuff we can get as tech now. Because, yeah, I believe we were first going to look for, in fact it should be here, the crafting bench Mark II. That could be a very big deal. Oh, and this is something. Give yourself a little help patching up the car every time you return to the garage. Ooh. So eventually, I was right, we do get something that will help fix the car up. You see, I thought that's maybe what the auto dock was going to do. Until I looked it up, because I didn't have a damn clue. And no one was telling me. Right. Okay. Oh, we can get the analysis module on the diagnosticator. Or is it called that? Well, the Tinker Station. We can get that so we can diagnose quirks better. We could start looking at some better tools, perhaps. Plasma scrapper. Liberator Mark II. All of these things are becoming open to us now. Not completely. We are going to need that. We are going to need that workbench upgrade. That's probably going to be port of call number 1. And we've got the energy for it, which is going to be, it's going to make for a fairly boring upgrade initially. So okay, it's not interesting, you know, it's not like a crazy amazing thing. No, absolutely not. But what it is going to make for is that we'll be able to use a lot more stuff here going forwards. A lot of the mid-game upgrades are just going to open up to us now. Right. And in fact, we'll quickly do it before we finish here. Might as well get it now before I forget. No, why is it? Oh, I bet I have to. Do I have to aim at a certain spot? Hang on. There. I think it's a bit bigger. Right. More stuff on it. Okay. Suddenly we can create a lot more stuff. Right. Thank you very much for watching. We'll get the car fixed up next time. And we might do a little milk run out to here. since everywhere else seems to be gummed up at the moment. So we might just do a quick jaunt out. Can even use the opportunity to figure out some of the quirks, perhaps. But that should then give us some access points into the zone. Because that's what we want. We just want to uncover more junctions at the moment. Well, it looks like we could even go up through here if we really wanted to. It'd be absolutely massive, taking that entire track. Oh, mind you, it looks like this highway would pass straight through, skipping by a lot of it. But still, right. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Pacific Drive, and I'll see you next time, where we'll be fixing up the car and going on a little drive. I'll see you then.